All right, Joseph A. Brown, we're going to bring you on here.
I'm not
What's
going
up,
to
man?
scream. I'm not going to
What's
scream
that?
at you or demean you or anything, but you are missing elements of
Hey, would you
just
be willing to turn your
humanity.
camera on?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You're missing elements of humanity,
Okay.
and
Enlighten me.
these things. Okay, so I don't even know how to turn my camera on here. Just check this out for a second. So you
Okay.
take a guy like me who spent 25 years in the military. You sent me to 4 years of being overseas with no contact with women generally because I was in infantry units, okay? What am I supposed to do? And 9 times out of 10, while we're in the desert and sitting over there, there's some guy back here who's probably screwing our wife, or probably taking our girlfriend, or probably doing something while we're defending you people. Okay? And then we get over there and we're getting shot at, we're getting mortared, there's stuff going on. How do we relax? All right? I'll tell you what, porn is probably the only thing, because they ain't giving us alcohol, they're not giving us drugs, they're marching us into die, but you don't want us to have porn. It's ignorant and it's stupid. Men need that. Men need that. They need to feel justified. They need to feel like they can be that person who can do that. And when you take that away from them, you're a traitor to the male race.
Okay. Anything else you want to share?
No, I mean, there's a lot of rich men, financially wealthy men who are spreading a bunch of crap just so they can get what they want from these women. And you are servicing these women in a way that makes you look like you're some kind of special person. And you're not. You're animal just like the rest of us. But you just use a better way to hide it. And you will lie just like these women lie and say they don't have multiple partners. But you, if we probably dipped into your background, probably have multiple partners and probably cheated multiple times, because it's just humanity.
You're correct. I have. I watched porn for 20 years and I cheated on my wife with many different partners.
So stop accepting this BS political correctness from these morons who are destroying masculinity.
Okay. Anything else you want to share?
That's where I'm at.
Okay.
I mean, we are not allowed to be male anymore. You're taking away and don't tell me porn was only invented in the last. There are cave drawings, all right? The whole idea of the Peloponnesian War and the Trojan War was started because some guy wanted to have sex with some woman. Okay? That whole thing, the face that launched 1,000 ships. You know, we do these things for these things. You see what I'm saying? You know, Maslow figured that out. Sex, food, water, shelter, air. We need those things. And so what I'm telling you is, when you are in a combat zone and you have nothing else, porn's the only thing that can make you go to sleep.
Okay. Anything
It's
else?
the only thing that it disconnects you enough to get you away from the chaos of what is actually going on around you, so you can disassociate and go, maybe if I was back home with a beautiful woman and everything was good, I could actually feel like I could fall asleep.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for sharing, man. Thank you for your service.
And it does, and I'll tell you what, it does screw us up for life, but we give that up so you guys can have freedom, and then we come back here and have to listen to you tell us how we're pieces of shit.
Did I say that?
Well, it's implied, and it's really even a question, but it makes it feel like masculinity is being stripped away from us everywhere when we come back, and that's why you have a lot of vets killing themselves, because we leave to go be men, and we come back and told we can't be men.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for sharing, man.
Yeah.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye. All right. Like and share, people. If you like my content. If not, don't like and don't share. I don't care. Joseph, I'm going to bring you on one time here. Okay. We'll see how it goes, and then we'll move on from there. All right. What's up, man?
I think you're missing a biology component here.
Okay. Tell me.
And women and men are different. And to assume that they are the same, like, just throw science out the window.
All right,
And
who's
and the
who's
fact
hold
that we
on,
go back,
just for clarity, who's saying that men and women are the same?
well, it's a difference that you're not. You're not.
Okay.
I'm not saying that you are. I'm saying you are missing that point. You're not putting that into your discussion.
Okay,
And
based
so,
based on what am I missing the point that men and women are not the same?
well, the fact that you're catering to everything what a woman needs, and that they need their emotional values taken care and all this thing.
Joseph,
but you never
Joseph,
say what a man needs. What does a man need besides porn?
Joseph, I'm asking a question. In your
Yeah, and I
point of view,
answered it, and I said it.
is pornography cheating?
And I said no.
Okay, then why do you keep coming on here? I'm not arguing with you. You can believe that, no problem.
Well, I'm just
Right?
listening
Like,
to what
I'm
they're
cool with that.
saying. I'm listening how you're characterizing the argument, and when you characterize the argument in your way, it becomes propaganda.
Okay, you've got your
You're
argument.
not
I'm
really
totally
asking
fine.
a question. You're defining and teaching that it's wrong, and that's what you're saying by your statements.
Okay, and are you okay with that or not?
No, not really, because
Then why are you still
taking it-
here?
Because I feel like you're publicizing that in a public venue that contributes to the world that I live in.
Okay, then go create your own public venue and speak the opposite
Well,
message.
no, but you're the one doing that. You're the one feeling like you have to be out there advertising and putting propaganda out to put this discussion out.
Okay, and I'm
And
giving
so
I'm platforming you
responding
right
to
now.
your
I'm
need
giving
for
you
attention
a
for
way to
this.
talk about it.
I'm
So what do you?
responding to your need for attention. This I'm not on TikTok having this conversation. You are, and you want people to respond, and so I am responding.
Yeah, I'm creating a place where people can share their opinions just like you are, and we can have
Right,
discussion
I'm not
about it.
attacking anybody. Have you heard me attack anybody?
Hey, chat, have you guys heard him attack anybody? Let's ask the chat what they think about that.
Ask me. No.
Chat, has Joseph attacked
He's
anybody
right,
here?
though.
Just put a
You are
yes or no.
actually- Okay, so tell me who I attacked.
Okay.
If I attack somebody,
so just
tell me
again, this
who
is
I
just
attacked.
feedback. I've seen about 25
No, there's
yeses
no.
and
I've
maybe
seen
5
no's
no's.
too.
Yeah.
I've
so
seen 5 or 6
so
no's. I've
proportionally,
seen one.
we're going at about
They're going to assume that I'm
9 to
attacking
1 yeses
because
for
of
no's.
my tone. But my
Yeah.
tone is not directed at anyone.
So
My
so
tone
Joe,
is directed at the subject. So I have not
Okay.
attacked anyone.
okay. So again, you asked if you're attacking anybody, and the chat gave you feedback. That's all it is. It's feedback. I'm not
Yeah,
saying it's
I
right or
didn't- I didn't
wrong.
argue with it because some of them said no. So there's an informed population, and especially what we have to deal with when we're dealing with subjects like this. You have to understand like the IQ variable, all right? And so we can have these discussions at higher and lower levels, but we have to take that into consideration,
But
and we can't
Joseph-
make it all one-sided.
Joseph,
You're
we haven't
going to the
we haven't
wrong
even
side.
had a discussion. I posed a question, and then you're just coming on here really strong, saying a bunch of words. This is not a discussion.
No, that's not. I'm not saying what you're okay. So it's not a discussion.
I don't think this is a discussion.
Okay, I thought
This
that
doesn't
if
feel
you
like
ask-
a discussion where we're seeking
what
to,
is the- what
with
is the
curiosity
definition of a
to
question?
understand.
What is the definition of a question? The definition of a question is a dialectic which requires a view.
What is the definition of a question?
Right. Is porn cheating? There's 3 question marks at the end of that. So question requires a discussion. It
Exactly.
requires, yeah, it's a dialectic. So this is called discourse, just by its very nature of the question
That's-
mark. So a
that's what-
dialectic happens when you put a question mark up, okay?
Right. But what I'm telling you is I'm not experiencing this as an actual conversation. Right.
Oh, so what are you experiencing it as?
I'm experiencing. I'm not even gonna. I don't even want to continue this dialogue, okay? Because it's not productive. All right. So, is there
How
anything
is
else
it
you
not
want to share?
productive? Because it doesn't serve your viewpoint?
Is there anything else you want to share, Joseph?
Well, I'm asking you. If you get to ask questions, we don't get to ask you any. Why does it not serve your viewpoint, or why don't you want to continue
Joseph,
discussion? I haven't attacked anyone in what I've said.
The question
Haven't attacked
is.
anyone in what I've said.
The question is porn cheating?
And if you don't want to discuss it with me anymore, then that's your choice.
Okay. I'm happy to discuss it with you if we actually have
And
a
I
discussion.
haven't. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what we're doing. It's a dialectic.
Okay.
That's what.
So-
that's what.
so do you
that's
think-
basically what discourse is.
So, do you
A
think porn is
discussion
cheating?
a dialectic. It's two opposing.
Do you think porn is
views.
cheating?
And I said no.
Okay.
And so now we're
Why?
discussing
Why do you think that?
And I said because the need for the male is completely different biologically than the need for the female.
Okay. And what is the need for the male?
The need for the male is to populate with as many, and whether you believe this or not, it's known biologically, as many possible partners as possible. Now, in a human structure, we limit that. But in nature, that is the nature of the male. The female is to select the most strongest, most viable genetic partner that will give her the best genetic material, and she does that based on aesthetics. Basically, we found that out. That happens. That's why the dominant alpha in any pack gets picked. Okay.
So let's say that's true, that the need of a male is to impregnate as many females as they can. Let's just say that's true.
Not from it, and I'm not going to define that as a social contract. I'm saying that as a natural response to biology. When we get cognizant, we can override that. And I know where you're going to take that. You're going to say we can override the porn too. But what I'm saying is,
Joseph, this isn't a discussion. Yet. When you're saying I know what you're going to say, and then you put words into my mouth, that's not a discussion.
I'm not. I'm just anticipating where you're going to go, and I'm not.
Which is not a discussion.
Continue. Go ahead.
So let's say that that's true. Then what about if you're married or in a relationship?
Well, then you've made a commitment.
Okay. And if you've made a commitment to another person, would using other people... You should have had a
discussion with your partner before you got involved in that.
Okay. And if you've had the discussion and the discussion results in, you know what, I want it to only be the two of us in the relationship, then would using pornography...
There's nothing,
okay.
Well, there's no daylight between us.
Great. So we agree. We agree.
Well, no. No, but you got to change the parameters of your question. Is porn cheating in a discussed, committed relationship? Yes, it would be. Is porn cheating in general? No.
Okay.
So
we agree.
You've left a lot of vagaries to your question.
It's the beginning of a conversation. And when we have a conversation, Joseph, we actually don't disagree. I agree. Right. If there is not an agreement in the relationship to not use other people for sexual pleasure, it's not cheating.
Right.
I agree.
So then that's what I didn't understand. Why? Well, I wasn't angry
and here's the thing, Joseph. You also didn't ask. You just came on here loaded with assumptions, talking about war and mortars and all this stuff. So I agree.
But what I'm saying is you also have to realize when you have these discussions in a public square that people are going to come in on their own experience level. And that's where I'm coming from.
Which is why we have a discussion.
If you want that sort of thing, then you're getting what you really want, is diversity.
Joseph, stick around and listen, man. Like I've never had an interaction like this before. And I'll probably, if I'm on live.
You've never met a full combat vet before.
Joseph, I have them on all the time.
Okay.
All the time. Okay. And again, thank you for your service. I really do appreciate the sacrifice you made for this country. And you sound like, bro, man, look, I'll be honest, like, I don't love this interaction, but man, I'm glad that you served our country, because we need people like you to serve our country.
We give up our entire life to go do this for you. And
yeah,
we come
thank
back
you.
And we try and fit into this society, and we do not fit in anymore.
Yeah, well, thank you. And it's tough, man. I see that.
No drinks. I'll be smoking weed as soon as I get off of here.
Yeah. And look, you relax, man. I don't know what all you went through, but like you probably got some stuff to deal with, man. Like, geez.
I was in Baghdad before the statues fell down in 2003. I heard people blow up in minefields in Cuba in 1996. I was in 2010. So look at the years. 25 years of doing this for the Americans.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
For our country.
All right, man.
And then I come back here and I don't understand who we are anymore. Because they used to paint pinup girls on the bombers in World War II. So if you're saying that, what about the naked girls on the bombers in World War II? Why do men do that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is what I'm saying when you say you're tearing down masculinity.
Yeah.
And we wouldn't have $1 billion porn industry if it wasn't human nature.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, hey, thanks for sharing. I do appreciate the conversation. I'm glad we got there. Okay.
You too, man. I appreciate you giving me my time. I do. Thank you.
Yeah,
and it just takes me getting it out for a minute. So
yeah, man. I got it. I'm glad we got there. All right, man. We'll see you.
Yeah. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Bye-bye. All right. Who's next?